Hi, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with your forecast heading into this Tuesday. Yesterday we had a wide range in temperatures. Of course, it had to do with more sun farther to the south you went and frontal bounders in the area, but certainly was a really nice day overall across the area. Warming up today with most spots in the 80s, although 70s in north central Kansas, and some spots could even reach 90 degrees for today. But the big weather story, aside from the obvious warm temperatures, is going to be the strong winds. Wind advisory starts at 1 p.m. today, goes until 1 a.m. on Wednesday, where gusts will be around 45-50 miles per hour out of the south-southwest today, and then eventually shifting over to the west-northwest tonight. That will lead to, of course, an extreme fire danger threat across the region. Now, it's going to be more elevated or critical here in northeast Kansas, but still, no matter what level you're at, it is not a good idea to do any outdoor burning, and hopefully if you did any burning yesterday, it is completely put out, because any embers that are still in the area that get reignited, that's going to be cause for concern and be very, very difficult to control the fire. In the meantime, Supercast shows plenty of sunshine for today, with those temperatures able to warm up close to 90 in some spots. The storm chance, it's going to be a very narrow window of time where storms will develop. And if conditions line up right, these storms could be severe. So there's still a little bit of uncertainty on whether or not these are going to be severe or not, but the higher risk of storms will be south and east of the turnpike. Now, some computer models have some storms ranging up towards Hiawatha, over towards Manhattan, and areas down to the south. Meaning Seneca, Marysville, Washington, Clay Center, Concordia. You're not going to be getting anything at all in this, and I'll show you that here with our precipitation map here in just a second. But you can see that this continues at least through 2 o'clock at the latest before pushing into Missouri for the rest of the night as clouds clear out, leaving us with clear skies overnight and sunshine again for tomorrow. But right now we're looking at the highest probability of severe weather along and east of Highway 75. Hail is going to be the primary threat, although wind and a brief tornado can't be completely ruled out. And again, this is going to be mainly during the evening hours, and so keep that in mind as you're keeping an eye on the radar after sunset. And that could mean that if we do get a brief tornado, you're not going to be able to see it because it'll be at night, and so could potentially be dangerous conditions. Now, what we want to look at as far as conditions looking at potential for a tornado is dew points at least 50 degrees. Once they get down in the 20s, that means we don't really have the moisture in the lower levels to form a tornado. You really want to have higher dew points. Now, one of our short-term computer models is indicating the humidity off to our east, which means any storms that develop, the risk of having severe weather, especially a tornado, is going to be very low. Now, obviously, we're still going to have the winds, and we're still going to have the possibility for hail, but the tornado threat, it won't be there as long as these dew points are less than 50 degrees. And if it is, it's very, very, very weak and very brief if there is a weak tornado. And then as we take a look at our other short-term computer model here at 8 o'clock, it does show the moisture a little bit farther to the west. And so there still remains some uncertainty on how quickly the drier air moves in. So that'll be something to watch for, and you can see how quickly the humidity lowers and we start to usher in the drier air. It's going to be drier air out to the west. That's why when you saw the fire danger map a little bit ago, the fire danger threat is higher out in our western communities because it's going to be drier out there. But it's going to be windy everywhere. Now here's a look at the rainfall. Again, not much. A little bit higher rainfall just to the south and east of the WIBW viewing area, but maybe up to a 1/4 inch at most. So we're not looking at much the way it looks right now. Obviously, there could be some locally heavier downpours if storms are able to develop, but overall, we're not looking at much. Once we get into the rest of the week, we're dry. Temperatures stay in the 50s tomorrow, and then we're warming back up for Thursday and Friday, especially after a frigid and cool start Thursday morning with temperatures mostly in the 20s, although some spots may be closer to the low to mid 30s. We'll keep an eye on that. Otherwise, warming up Friday through the weekend. We'll keep an eye on a slight chance of storms over the weekend as well. Right now I have it for Sunday night, but there may be some adjustments that need to be made for that on rain and possible storm chance on Easter Sunday itself. So just stay tuned for that. It's not a great chance. All of our rain chances for the next 8 to even 10, 14 days, it's not looking promising for most of northeast Kansas. It'll be very isolated and localized for those that do get some heavier downpours. We'll continue to keep you updated on the situation of severe weather later on as we go throughout the day today, but the bulk of any rain or storms will probably not occur until after sunset. So be mindful of that, because I know there will be people out there, and it won't be you because obviously you're hearing this, but there will be people out there that will mention this and comment this on social media. What happened to the storms? And it's not even 7, 8 o'clock yet. Well, it would be coming if it is. But there's also a scenario nothing happens at all because of the drier air moving in. So just be aware of that. This is not a guarantee. But whatever storms that we could get, especially before midnight, between sunset and midnight, it could be severe. So keep an eye on that, and we'll keep you updated on the latest conditions as we go through the day.